Hello students, today we are going to start part 2 of why do we need a parliament. In this part we will discuss about the composition of parliament. In the previous video we discussed about parliament, parliamentary system, what is the importance of parliament in a democracy, representatives and direct and indirect democracy. So let's start with the topic composition of parliament, right? According to our constitution, article 79 of the constitution, there will be a parliament consist of three parts. These parts are president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Clear? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So we are discussing the composition of parliament, that what are the parts of parliament: president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The main function of parliament is making laws, right? This is the main function of parliament, making laws. What are the different roles of parliament, different importances of parliament and functions of parliament? We will discuss these things in the next video, but now we are discussing composition of parliament. So main three parts are there: president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. President is the first citizen of the country and he or she is the head of the state. Head of the state. Lok Sabha is called lower house or the house of the people. House of people. Rajya Sabha is called upper house and house of states. Clear? Because Rajya Sabha consists of the representatives elected by the members of state legislative assemblies and councils, MLAs, right? Rajya Sabha consists of the members elected by the MLAs and Lok Sabha consists of the members elected by the people directly. Clear? So Lok Sabha's elections are conducted directly, Rajya Sabha's elections are conducted indirectly, because representatives in Rajya Sabha, members of Rajya Sabha are elected by the people indirectly, right? Because their representatives means MLAs elect the members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, the members of Lok Sabha directly, people elect their members, right, of Lok Sabha. So now we'll discuss about the composition of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha means parliament. Under the composition of parliament, in this topic, first we will know about Lok Sabha. As we have discussed, there are two houses of parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So first we will discuss about Lok Sabha. As we have discussed that it is called lower house and house of the people. Why? Because the members of Lok Sabha are elected by the people directly. Clear? Because there are 543 constituencies are in India. So Lok Sabha consists of 543 members. These are elected by the people plus 2 members belong to Anglo-Indian community appointed by the president. So in Lok Sabha, president appoints 2 members from Anglo-Indian community and 543 members are elected directly by the people from the states and union territories and from different constituencies, 543 constituencies. Lok Sabha's tenure is 5 years. But it can be dissolved before 5 years by the president. Can be dissolved by president. Can be dissolved by President of India. In which case, when the government comes under minority. Lok Sabha is very powerful than Rajya Sabha because it consists of the representatives of people and central government. Government of India is formed by the Lok Sabha, as we can say directly by Lok Sabha, because among these members, clear, elected members, of the total members of Lok Sabha, how many seats are secured by which party depends that who will form the government. The party which gets more than half of the total seats. For example, at present in Lok Sabha 545 members are there, 543 are elected. So for making the government 272 seats are required. Clear? So the party which gets 272 seats, that will form the government, and the head of the party, majority party, the head of the majority party will become the prime minister. Clear? And other members or other parties which are not involved in the government, they will play the role of opposition. They will play the role of opposition. So, and the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, is Speaker. So Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. He presides all the sessions of Lok Sabha. Clear? So in this way, this was the composition of Lok Sabha. Its tenure is 5 years. Clear? In 1976, by Congress government, this tenure was fixed according to 42nd Amendment 6 years. But later, by the Janata Party government in 1978, again the tenure of Lok Sabha fixed as 5 years. Clear? So this was a slight change. About this we have discussed. So you have to remember these things. So total members are there 545 at present. 543 are elected by the people directly, and 2 are appointed by the president from Anglo-Indian community. Tenure is 5 years. It can be dissolved by president before 5 years when the party, the government, the majority party comes under minority. If it loses 272 seats among, if any party, for example, at this time, BJP is in the majority and it has made the government, because total more than 350 seats are there of NDA, alliance of BJP. If the seats 100 MPs give the resignation or they leave the parties, so the BJP will have only 250 seats, around 250 seats. So less than 272 seats. So in this way, the Bharatiya Janata Party will come under minority. The other party will be given a chance to form the government. If no party will be able to form the government, then president will dissolve the Lok Sabha. Understand? And the re-election will be there. So mid-term election will be conducted in the country. So this was about Lok Sabha. Now we will understand about Rajya Sabha. Now we will discuss about composition of Rajya Sabha. As we have discussed that Rajya Sabha is called upper house, right? Upper house, and it is the house of states, because the members of Rajya Sabha are elected by the state legislative assemblies or representatives of people, or we can say that MLAs. Clear? So the members of Rajya Sabha are elected by MLAs. It means these members are elected by the people indirectly. Getting my point? So it is upper house and house of the states. Next one is total members. It consists of 245 members at present, out of which 233 are elected and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. 12 members are appointed by the President of India and 233 members are elected by the MLAs from the various states and union territories. So in this way, it is the composition of Rajya Sabha. Next one, its tenure. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved. So it has no tenure because it is the permanent house. Clear? It is permanent house. It means it cannot be dissolved. But its members tenure is there 6 years. 8 members are elected for 6 years, and it has a system after every 2 years. After every 2 years, 1/3 members take retirement. Clear? And new are elected. So this is the circle started in it was formed in 1952, first Rajya Sabha. After that in 1954, first time after 2 years, 1/3 members took the retirement on the basis of lottery system. Getting my point? A draw was there, and second batch was in 1956, and the first batch of 1/3 members who completed 6 years completely in Rajya Sabha in 1958. First time. So after every 2 years, 1/3 members take retirement, new are elected in place of them. So in this way, Rajya Sabha members are elected in a circle, and it cannot be dissolved, and it is a permanent house, and no time will become and no time observed till now. Rajya Sabha did not experience the time when all the members take retirement or all the members are removed and Rajya Sabha is empty, right? Because it is the permanent house, and Rajya Sabha's members tenure is 6 years, and after every 2 years, 1/3 members take retirement of Rajya Sabha. Next thing is presiding officer. Presiding officer of Rajya Sabha. Presiding officer of Rajya Sabha is Vice President. Vice President of India, also known as ex officio chairman. Ex officio chairman. Why the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha called ex officio chairman? Because ex officio chairman means vice president is holding this post, but he is not drawing the salary for this post. Vice president is not drawing the salary for the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha or chairman of Rajya Sabha. He is drawing the salary of vice president post. Getting my point? So this is the reason that he is known as ex officio, is called ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Vice president, you have to remember. Clear? So this is about Rajya Sabha. It is called upper house, house of the states, elected by the people indirectly, and consists of 245 members at this time. 2 are nominated by the president, 233 are elected by the MLAs, and its tenure is not there because it is the permanent house. Clear? It cannot be dissolved by the president, cannot be dissolved anytime. Its members tenure is 6 years, and after every 2 years, 1/3 members take retirement. So this was about Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha because Lok Sabha is the people's house. It is the house of the people, and in democracy the real power is existing in the people. So Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. In various kinds of issues, Lok Sabha is more powerful than because of money bill. Money bill can only be presented in Lok Sabha. If Lok Sabha passes it, it can be considered finalized, right? In case of ordinary bills, when both of the houses are not are not satisfied with the same kind of bill, then for example Lok Sabha passes and Rajya Sabha does not pass the bill. So joint session can be called by the president, and during the joint session always Lok Sabha's wish can be considered finalized because it consists of more members. Second thing, the joint session is presided by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The Speaker of Lok Sabha. So dear students, these were the main points regarding the composition of Parliament. You have to remember all the things. Clear? So this was the topic, composition of Parliament. In the next video, we will discuss about the role of Parliament. Thank you. Have a nice day.